Title of the stream is Krogan Super Soldier Joins the Fight. That is in relation to Grunt, who we are going to recruit. I'm going to finish up a couple things on Omega, and then we're going to go grab him, because I need Krogan in my life. Met the Patriarch in Afterlife yesterday, and he was so freaking cool, I wanted one on my team. So let's see what we have on Omega here. See what we have left to do. And then we'll go grab our test tube Krogan. Okay, gotta go to Afterlife. Well, I'm sure there's gonna be a million things to do later on Omega, but it looks like I only have the one right now. Well, that makes it easy. Okay, so we'll talk to the guy in Afterlife and then go find our Krogan. What you doing?
So, I heard a human went into the plague zone. Then I found out about a lot of dead Vorcha down there. You know anything about this?
Dead Vorcha? No. Don't know anything about that.
Uh-huh. Right. Well, my job just got a whole lot easier.
What's your job here exactly?
I'm supposed to keep the Vorcha in line. Keep them out of Arya's sight. That's about it. Not much for me to do anymore. But the way those Vorcha breed, I'll have something to do soon enough.
There's an awful lot of Vorcha here. What are they planning?
Vorcha? Plan? They're a pestilence, nothing more. If they started planning, we'd all be in big trouble.
I'll just be going.
Keep up the good work.
Sorry I lied to you, buddy.
Enough of this.
I was
Let
just
me
trying to be
inside or I'll
careful.
Smash that smelly ass you call a face.
Arya wants to speak with you. She heard you took on the Blood Pack assassins yourself. You wouldn't keep her word.
Word has it that Patriarch's Krant took out the men sent here to kill him. Funny, I didn't know he had a Krant.
Patriarch has more influence than you thought.
I see. Well, maybe I should watch my back then. It's not what I asked, but you got the job done. You've done a lot for me, Shepard. Let me return the favor. We're sending your coordinates to a cache on an uncharted world. You want it? It's yours.
Can use any help we can get.
Whatever you find is yours to deal with.
We friendly enough to talk about who you were before Omega?
You're reaching back centuries, Shepard. Long before anything that should matter to you.
So why keep it secret?
No reason, from your perspective. But there are plenty of people out there with long memories. I've had a few careers, a few names. Commando training, mercenary leanings. I've kept what was valuable and dropped the baggage.
You couldn't have started here with nothing. You must have been someone important.
I've always been important, even if others didn't recognize it. So yes, I had money to start this operation. I also had creditors who thought they were more entitled to it. I let them chase a ghost, or several. It's relatively easy to outlive a Solarian, but not their record-keeping.
You're important, but also isolated. No other allies out there to back you up?
I lean toward a particular type of work. It tends to encourage professional rivalry. Sometimes you'd rather disappear than be forced to kill someone.
All right, I'll drop it.
Better luck next time.
So you must know what's what on Omega.
Everything that's worth knowing. I don't usually give it out freely. Information is power. Mundane things you can find yourself. Take a walk in a back alley or buy one of the mercs a drink. Better yet, talk to the entertainers. They give great tours. Just don't waste my time.
Sounds like you and Patriarch have a history.
Our history is Omega's history. Long, bloody, and always ending in my favor. The details are complicated. When I arrived, Omega was lawless, a land of opportunity. I built alliances and destroyed the fools who wouldn't get in line, which was most of them. But Patriarch was something different. A powerful friend.
I'm surprised you were ever anything but rivals.
We were allies for 100 years. I suppose he decided that was long enough. Wasn't a surprise when he turned. He controlled the muscle, my people contributed more subtle action. Espionage, politics, assassination. Fortunately for me, his men had become accustomed to certain benefits of working with Asari.
Superior intel? Assassination?
That's cute. No, I took advantage of certain skills my people try to downplay. Patriarch's men abandoned him in droves. In the end, we fought face to face on this very spot. The toughest fight of my life. But of course I won.
Patriarch doesn't sound like something an Asari would come up with.
I found it humorous. He wanted power, and we pretended he had it with a word that doesn't exist for my people. I eventually found a certain respect for the title and the man.
Interesting. Let's move on.
Do you need something else?
Thanks. Maybe I'll come back later.
You should find a nice young man to keep you warm in the meantime. You look like you need to loosen up a little. What do you need?
One scan and we're straight to business. People are usually more concerned about who I am.
Your death was downplayed, but hardly what I call a secret. I had to make sure it was really you. You could have been anyone, anything. Whatever you need will come out on its own. I'm curious, but Omega doesn't really care about you.
Maybe I'll come back later.
Maybe I'll be here.
Alright. Well, we will obviously be back.
Travel the galaxy and help conquer it, one piece at a time. With Nally. Reference is essential. Not hiring snipers are to the...
But until then, I have a teammate to collect. Corliss, a garbage was how one Citadel Council member described Corliss at the turn of the century, and ever since then, the Corliss Tourist Bureau has been attempting to rebrand their planet. It hasn't worked, though they have tried calling it the recycling center of the galaxy. Corruption scandals and a staggering murder rate. Corliss's image is permanently stained. Corliss's biggest business is the recycling of decommissioned or junk spacecraft into their component parts. While the invention of Omnigel has made this process significantly cleaner, it is still a dirty business that chokes Corliss's sky with smog and fills its ports with megatons of scrap. A shady hospitality industry and a scavenger underclass round out the spectacle of urban decay. Travel advisory. Corliss ranks second in murder per capita in the Terminus systems and first in off-worlder murder. Civilian traffic is encouraged to employ security professionals when visiting. I'm so excited, and I just can't Krogan. I know, I headbutt you.
Dossier doesn't say if Okir is on this planet by choice. Assume hostiles.
There is only one measure of success. Kill or be killed.
Broadcasting orders over loudspeaker.
Stay focused. We're looking for a Krogan warlord.
Straight into action, huh? Kinda weird.
Being hired is merely the beginning. You must earn your place in the mighty army we are building.
Welcome to Thunderdome.
Observation post. And ready for a fight.
Don't mind if I do.
This should scramble their systems.
Right in the penis.
This should punch through their armor.
Shit. I won't stop bleeding. I'm gonna... You son of a bitch.
Doesn't look that bad, actually. He doesn't need to know that.
I knew it wasn't Berserkers. Not at range. You're Mercs. Or Alliance. I'm not telling you anything.
I've got a nice application of Metagel ready to go. But if you'd rather I just keep walking.
Son of a bitch. I don't know anything. I just shoot the overflow from the labs. The old Krogan up there, he's really been cleaning house lately. Jador hired him to make her an army, but the Krogan he creates are insane. So we use them for live ammo training. It's all crap. I don't get paid enough to goddamn bleed out.
Outpost 4, Jador wants us to move. We need coordinates on that Krogan pack.
I want your friends gone. Understand?
Patrol? The last group dispersed. Lost sight 5 minutes ago.
Dispersed? Jador will be pissed. She wanted a show.
You asked for a report, you got it. Dispersed.
Understood. Returning to the labs.
There. You see? I'm helping.
Have you seen O'Keir? Does he know about all this?
We can't go in the labs, but everyone sees what happens when the Krogan come out. I've shot hundreds. They're crazy, mindless. Anyone up there, they know what's going on.
If you start limping now, you might find a shady spot before you bleed out.
Shit. Oh, shit. Oh.
The scare was a nice touch.
I thought so. Come on. Our warlord is somewhere in Jador's lab.
Training is part of your
Did I help him?
Failure to perform means liquidation, legal
What did I
or
miss?
otherwise.
Hostiles ahead, watch it.
Fire in the hole!
Jesus.
Got no shield!
Right in the spine. Ooh, a whole bunch of bad.
Overloading their systems.
Wipe yourself off. You dead.
Kinetic. Focus fire.
Anal beads for everybody!
Overloading their systems. You got it. Now let's finish you off.
Hey! A free Garus revived.
Your warning. As ferocious as they are, failures are expendable.
Garus and Miranda.
fire!
Now let's finish you off!
Hey buddy, what you doing?
You are different. New. You don't smell like this world. 7 night cycles, and I have felt only the need to kill. But you... something makes me speak.
He's only a week old?
They must breed them full size, ready to kill. Not much improvement over regular mercs if they need training.
Bred to kill. No. I kill because my blood and bone tell me to. But it's not why I was flushed from Glass Mother. Survival is what I hear in my head. Against the enemy that threatens all my kind. But I failed, even before waking. That is what the voice in the water said. That is why I wait here.
You're supposed to be part of a mercenary army. Do you remember Jador?
I know that name. It causes anger, but also laughter. It is not a name that will be sung when we march. I don't know what that means, but I have heard it many times.
How can you speak if you're only a week old?
There was a scratching sound in my head, and it became the voice. It taught things I would need. Walking, talking, hitting, shooting. Then the voice said I was not perfect, and the teaching stopped. And now I am here.
It was taught enough to be tested, but for what?
I don't know, but I am not perfect.
Okir's voice? Did he speak to you while you were in your tank?
I heard the voice, not like now, with ears. Inside. I called it Father. It like that. But it was disappointed. I'm not what it needs me to be.
A lab with Krogans. Sounds like an attempt to cure the genophage.
Cure? Cure was never whispered. Survive, resist, ignore.
How did you disappoint the voice?
I don't know. It was decided before I left Tank Mother. I was not perfect.
Maybe he's prone to the insanity that the Merc mentioned.
I don't know of that, but I'm not perfect.
I destroyed Saren's cure. How does Okir expect these Krogan to ignore the genophage if not by curing it?
I have no idea. It doesn't look like he's had much success with these Krogan.
Can you show me the laboratory? I need to speak with Okir.
The Glass Mother. She is up, past the broken parts, behind many of you fleshy things. I will show you.
Impressive. And dangerous.
You fleshy things are slow when big things are in your way.
Can you show us the way? Help us fight to the lab.
No.
A Krogan refusing to fight?
I will fight if they come, but I feel it deep that I must wait. I kill, but only here. I am not perfect, but I have purpose. I must wait until called, released.
Goodbye, wonderful, wonderful man.
Don't like
I'm
the look of
sorry.
that. Stay alert.
Run for your damn life! They're all free!
Gave me no cover at all? What am I supposed to do? This isn't Mass Effect 1.
Don't like the look of that. Stay alert.
Moving!
Moving to cover.
I guess there is a little bit of cover. No, not really. This fell out of the map and grunted all the way down.
Krogan incoming!
Oh my god.
Found that one!
I'm so dead.
You'll bleed. Pistol's not gonna cut it. Jedi for me.
Now let's finish you off! Taking heavy fire!
I missed. Well, that was fun. Whoops.
You'll bleed. Time to die.
Where is everybody? What are you doing?
Affirmative.
Grabbing cover.
Watch out! Firing now. Felt that one.
This should slow him down.
Hey.
Felt that one.
Can't get enough of that. Concussion Garrus move. Not quite as good as when Jacob says get over here in some Mortal Kombat Scorpion way, but...
I got it! Krogan charging!
On my way.
With you.
Enemy charging!
How do you figure?
They're moving in close!
Oh my god.
Guess we'll put them down.
Oh, it's so good.
Firing now.
They're moving in close!
Heads up!
This should slow them down.
Here we go.
Watch the Krogan!
Thanks, Garrus.
Stand by for me.
To the Louvre!
Watch out!
Well, that's not what I wanted to do.
Get ready for close combat!
You'll bleed.
Let's finish you off.
Oh boy.
Stand by for me.
Enemy charging!
Krogan incoming!
Oh my god, oh my god.
Firing now.
Concussive shot, ready.
Time to die.
Hey. Super dead.
Hey, Mr. Krogan, sir? Can you die? Thank you.
He hit him in the face. He hit him in the face.
Krogan took down the grid. We're blind and getting hit on all sides. Where are the heavies?
Yay!
Krogan on R6. Copy, goddammit. Where's Tador and her personal guard?
Oh, free stuff. Thank you.
We can use this.
Heads up!
All the rockets hit my body. It must be a day that ends in Y. If rockets are hitting my body.
Krogan on R6. Copy, goddammit. Where's Tador and her personal guard?
What's this?
Enemies ahead.
Floating murder.
One less to worry about. Scratch one.
Jesus Christ. Oh boy. The flinch is outrageous. Makes cover impossible.
Krogan on R6. Copy, goddammit. Where's Tador and her personal guard?
What's this?
Hostile!
Oh boy. I missed. Stupid Rancor.
Hey, thanks, guys. Taking rockets to the face for me.
Bye.
Fire in the hole!
Deploying tech overload.
Holy balls.
What's to worry about?
Well, that was fun. Oh boy. Planet's ugly as shit.
First aid. Down. Protocol 5.
Stay away from
Fire in the hole!
Miranda.
Heavy munitions!
She's dead. Why did I say something?
charges. Cover.
Going to cover!
Light him up.
Oh boy.
Miranda, you're alive!
Berserkers are going down, but the outsider commandos are still incoming. Repeat, still incoming.
Oh, Mass Effect 2. What you doing over there?
I need everyone out of the labs to fight this. Every floor, every outpost, move!
Overload deployed.
Fire in the hole!
There we go.
Oh, boy.
Perfect.
Light him up.
Be weapons! What do you mean to... Doors falling to Max. She'll lose all our toys if we don't get back up.
Whoops. Stupid trash planet brown ugliness.
Concentrate fire on my position! Concentrate on... Ah!
Oh no. That sucks. Trying to shoot his genitals.
I'll light him up.
This should slow him down.
Careful, buddy.
Deploying tech overload.
He's dead. Oh no, Guru.
Overloading their system. Understood.
Firing a high-impact shot.
Oh, come on. I'm not a big dummy, SpongeBob.
I've got no shield.
They all look like the guy who dies in, I don't know if it was Gears 2 or Gears 3. I think it's Gears 2. The guy who's dressed like everyone else, and they go out. And they're like, you better not do something crazy. This is your first mission. Murdered.
Fire in the hole! Firing a high-impact shot. I'll light him up. And stay down.
Serious.
This should scramble the system. Deploying tech overload.
Headshot!
We have liftoff. I shoot you.
Taking fire. Modified ammo protocol 7.
Moving to cover. Fire in the hole!
Oh my god. Garrus is gonna die. I was right. Repairman, man.
Light him up. Moving. Overloading their systems.
Victory! To victory go the Krogan.
Now, behind door number 4, a genetically enhanced Super Krogan.
Shepard, don't shoot. You know me.
What the
I shut down the security cams as soon as I saw it was you. Never thought I'd say it, but I'm glad it's you shooting up the place. Sorry, ran a Thanoptis. You let me go when you destroyed Saren's lab on Vermeer.
Right.
Had to outrun a nuke in a utility pod, but it's still a second chance.
I remember.
I assume you have a good reason for being at this lab?
Don't worry, I'm not wasting the chance you gave me. My work here, strictly beneficial. Not for the mercs. Jador's on a standard power trip. But Okir is trying to do something good, even if his methods are a little extreme. Everyone deserves a second chance, right? And sometimes giving one pays off. I take care of my debts.
She was in my first ever Mass Effect stream.
What is Okir trying to do here?
It's complicated. Jador wants a private army, but Okir mostly ignores her. He's running the project for his own reasons. I created a mental imprint routine to educate his tank bred. Most don't get through it. He dumps them for some reason. He wants to help his people, but he's not looking for a genophage cure, and he's not going for numbers. That's all I know.
Finding you in a place like this makes me think letting you go was a mistake. You don't want that.
We agree on that. Don't worry. I plan on staying as far away from anything to do with you as possible. Now, if you don't mind, I'm gonna run like hell before you blow the place or something. I know how you work.
I'm all for second chances. Not so sure on third ones.
I know, I agree. Ah, balls. Oh my god!
Oh my god, look at him. Oh no.
Here you are. I've watched your progress.
What's going on, kid?
It's about time. The batteries on these tanks will not wait while you play with these idiotic mercs.
I take it you're Okir. You don't seem particularly caged or grateful that I'm here.
You may claim to be here to help, but the formerly deceased Shepard is not a sign of gentle change. Surprised? All Krogan should know you. I'm sure Rana has already revisited your actions on Vermeer.
I didn't have a lot of room for finesse. If there'd been any other solution, I'd have considered it.
But I approve. Saren's pale horde were not true Krogan. Numbers alone are nothing. The mistake of an outsider. One that these mercenaries have also made. I gave their leader my rejects for her army, but she grows impatient. It's time for you to take me out of here.
We're here about the collectors. We couldn't care less about your problems.
I see. Yes, collector attacks have increased. A human concern. My requests were focused elsewhere. I acquired the knowledge to create one pure soldier. With that, I will inflict upon the genophage the greatest insult an enemy can suffer. To be ignored.
Your search for the perfect soldier created a lot of failures. You don't care about them?
I failed no one. My rejects are exactly what Jador asked for. She simply lacks the ability to command. They are strong, healthy, and useless to me. I need perfection. If a few thousand are rejected, so be it. My work will purify the Krogan. We will not be restored. We will be renewed.
Your methods are extreme, but you know how to deconstruct a threat. Will you help us?
Perhaps I can strike a deal to secure passage, but my prototype is not negotiable. It is the key to my legacy.
Attention, I have traced the Krogan release. Okeer, of course. I'm calling blank slate on this project. Gas these commandos and start over from Okeer's data. Flush the tanks.
That weak will. She'll kill my legacy with a damn valve. Shepard, you want information on the collectors? Stop her. She'll try to access contaminants in the storage bay.
You could just start over like she plans to. What's the big deal?
This tank is pure. It involved as much trial as data. Starting over will not duplicate it. It must survive. Jador will be with the rejected tanks. Kill her. I will stay and do what must be done.
Whatever you want, buddy. Just give me grunt. Oh boy. I've messed all of these up today.
We can use this.
I think she's talked enough.
They've seen us.
Okeer isn't the only one.
Stupid cover. Christ.
I think she's talked enough.
They've seen us.
Okeer isn't the only one.
There's splash damage in Mass Effect 2? Who knew? Did you know? Did you know? Did anyone in chat know that there's splash damage in Mass Effect 2? Oh god.
I think she's talked enough.
Come on.
They've seen us.
You can't hide on my world. I want order. The only one that goes to the land. Turn them loose. They can butcher each other.
It'll help here, guys. Shooting me. That didn't work.
I think she's talked enough. Incoming!
Enemy charge!
Watch the Krogan!
Jesus.
That one hit!
I have to kill all these Krogan and tanks? Maybe if I kill the mech first.
Krogan charging!
They're pushing hard.
Firing now.
Coming in close!
Go! Oh my god. Welcome to Insanity Difficulty.
I think she's talked enough.
They've seen us.
Here we go!
Are you serious?
Krogan charging!
Sorry, Garrus. The only way. Russian. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Wasted that. Not even gonna have ammo soon. That's better. Well, as long as there was some ammo in that battlefield somewhere, that strategy would have worked. But it was a bitch.
Krogan charging!
Shields are down.
Break them, kill them, I'll create more!
I was on mute. I was on mute. Oy oy oy. Getting creamed. I just want me some Krogan. Not gonna mute myself this time. I'm gonna have fun out loud.
We've been spotted.
Gotcha!
Good job, guys.
Break them, kill them, I'll create more! Destroy! I will rebuild! Here we go!
Well, it looks like the mech is stuck. Maybe we can use this to our advantage.
No shield.
Oh my god.
Trouble behind us! Break them, kill them, I'll create more! I'll show everyone!
The mech still might be stuck. It's very good.
deployed.
Fire in the hole. You got it.
Here you go. Right there. My room here.
Going to ground.
Found that one. Trespasser. You won't win. You can. You won't win. You can.
All right, just us and the mechanized beast from hell.
Got it.
Fucked out. Glitch. I'll take it.
Assessment requested.
Oh, that woke him up.
Clear the blast zone. Alarms in the lab. Damn it, what's O'Keefe doing back there?
Shepard, the lab alarms coincided with the system's failure. The remaining lab systems are unprotected, and I have gained limited access. According to lab scanners, the room is flooded with toxins and O'Keefe's personal life signs are failing rapidly. I recommend haste.
Contamination detected. Emergency vent in progress. Contamination detected. Emergency vent in progress.
If I knew why the collectors wanted humans, I would tell you. But everything is in my prototype. My legacy is pure. This one soldier. This
instead.
Why would someone so fanatical sacrifice himself for one Krogan?
No telling what Okeer jammed into this thing's head. Releasing it may not be wise.
A pure Krogan could pack a hell of a punch. We can always use another heavy hitter.
If he'll help. I doubt anyone's asked for his opinion.
Normandy, Okeer is a no-go, but we have a package that needs retrieval.
Come
He's a
on!
big one.
Cloning facility destroyed, Okeer dead, but his son was recovered. Loss of Okeer could be a problem. To decide whether to activate the Krogan. Oh, I'm gonna. Spoiler alert. I'm here for Grunt.
But I have concerns about waking it.
Yeah, you've said that a few times now.
A normal Krogan is dangerous. This one was created and likely educated by a madman.
I see everyone's enjoying the new paperweight. Concerns?
We don't know anything about it, Commander.
I'm not saying we take a crowbar to it right now, but I'm not giving up a potential resource.
It's your decision, Commander. Just be careful.
Noted. The cargo hold is safe enough while I decide what to do with him.
The game is taunting me. Where the F is the cargo hold? Down in the basement with Zaid, huh? I gotcha. Oh, Krogan.
The subject is stable, Shepard. Integration with onboard systems was seamless.
Stand by. I'm gonna open the tank and let him out.
Cerberus protocol is very clear regarding untested alien technology.
Oh, yeah?
I won't be second-guessed on my own ship by my own ship. Do it.
Very well, Shepard. The controls are online. The switch and consequences are yours.
Hey, buddy.
Before you die, I need a name.
I'm Commander Shepard of the Normandy.
Not your name. Mine. I'm trained. I know things. But the tank, Okeer couldn't implant connection. His words are hollow. Warlord, legacy, grunt. Grunt. Grunt was among the last. It has no meaning. It'll do. I am Grunt. If you are worthy of your command, prove your strength and try to destroy me.
Why do you want me to try to kill you?
Want? I do what I'm meant to. Fight and reveal the strongest. Nothing in the tank ever asked what I want. I feel nothing for Okir's clan or his enemies. That imprint failed. He has failed. Without a reason that's mine, one fight is as good as any other. Might as well start with you.
I have a good ship and a strong crew. A strong clan. You'd make it stronger.
If you're weak and choose weak enemies, I'll have to kill you.
Our enemies are worthy. No doubt about that.
That's acceptable. I'll fight for you.
I'm glad you saw reason.
Huh? Offer one hand, but arm the other. Why, Shepard? If I find a clan, if I find what I want, I will be honored to eventually pit them against you.
I love you. We're best friends.
Shepard.
Just checking in. Making sure you're acclimatizing.
Humans talk too much. Like the tank. Come back later.
What are your thoughts about our mission?
I fight. Doesn't matter who for.
Did Okir give you any imprints about the Collectors?
I see blurry ships, guesswork about strength. Nothing to help pick a weak spot and tear. Okir spent all his time on old hatreds. Whatever he had, it was used up when he made me.
Anything in your tank imprints that can make use of the resources we found?
Might have something I could put together. Don't know how useful it will be. Shepard.
What do you think about the crew?
Good bunch if they stay out of my way. Dead bunch if they don't. Train them good if you want to take on Collectors. Some of these aliens are too smooth.
Anything in your tank imprints that can make use of the resources we found?
Might have something I could put together. Don't know how useful it will be. Shepard.
Anything in your tank imprints?
Might have. Shepard.
Anything in your tank?
Nothing else I can think of. I'm no tech. Enjoy what you've got.
That's all for now.
Shepard.
Best friends.
Shepard, how can I help?
Any ideas on other ways to prepare for the Collectors?
Ideas, yes. Expensive, but possibly valuable. Can show you. Shepard, how can I help?
Any ideas on
yes.
other ways?
Shepard, how can I help?
Any ideas on...
We'll be here if you need me. Shepard, how can I help?
I'll let you work.
We'll be here if you need me. Shepard,
what's up,
how can
bro?
I help?
Oh.
I'll let you work.
We'll be here if you need me.
From the elusive man. Shepard, I see you awaken Okir's Krogan. A dangerous decision, but you've got free reign on this operation. If you're certain he'll be a useful member of the team, you've got my support. We need every weapon we can get in this battle. If this grunt proves unreliable and has to be put down, don't lose the body. He's based at least partially on collector technology and could offer useful genetic data. But again, you're in charge. From Cerberus Command. Reports tell us you've been operating in the Omega Nebula. We'd like you to look into a situation on Lorek, a nearby planet in the Father system. Scan the planet for a base where we believe Eclipse Mercs are holding one of our operators. Be able to detect the operative's transmitter. Extract the operative. If the operative is beyond rescue, recover any relevant intel that Eclipse may have collected. This is a very delicate matter, Shepard. We trust in your discretion.